Today, let's talk metaphors and how metaphors can serve as a great tool of communication for leaders in their leadership journey. One of the responsibilities of a leader is to simplify complexity in a way that everyone in their team can actually make sense of it. One of the best ways to do that is by the use of metaphors. Metaphors can be used to explain something new and unknown by comparing it with something else that is common and well known. We generally use a lot of metaphors in our day to day conversations. Some of them become cliches and enter the collective consciousness of a generation, if not more. One such example is equating time to money. While we can continue to use such common metaphors which are cliches when they make sense, the true power of metaphors are realized when we build our own metaphors depending upon the context and the audience. Coming up with a new metaphor can be chalked up to a very simple formula. X is like Y because. Now here, X is a new idea or concept that we want to share or introduce. Y is something that the audience knows and understands well. What follows after because is how the two concepts or ideas are related to one another. Now this allows the human brain to superimpose the relationships and the attributes of the known idea onto the new idea. If we can find a way to connect the ideas in a meaningful way for the audience that we are communicating with, the new idea becomes easier to grasp and understand. The key here is to choose the right known concept, which is Y, the meaning of which should be undeniably obvious and understood by the audience all in the same way. The less ambiguity or confusion, the better the idea is. As leaders, if we can come up with interesting metaphors while sharing new ideas or as part of our stories or communication, our communications become more memorable and impactful. Because remembering a metaphor is pretty easy as compared to remembering a lot of facts or figures or a complex idea shared in a very logical fashion. Now, the concepts that we are comparing need not be exactly the same, but they need to share at least a few attributes which are common to both of them, or at least we are able to show the commonality between the two of them. Now, if we are able to use metaphors which are interesting and memorable, our communication becomes interesting and memorable, and as a result, we become influential and memorable. Isn't that what we want as leaders? To be able to create impact, to be able to share ideas in a way that the ideas can spread. So here are some metaphors that I have used a lot. Curating a culture is like curating a garden, or leadership or leading a team is like going on a trip with a friend, with family or friends. I do not want to explain both of them. As long as you can think about it, you will find enough commonality between curating a culture and curating a garden, or leading a team vis-a-vis leading or taking your family or friends on a trip. So we need to think about this a little deeper. Sometimes you can use sports metaphors if your audience is interested in sports. For example, in the US, baseball or basketball based metaphors or American football based metaphors could work really well. Whereas in India, if you take sports, cricket or hockey or kabaddi would be a much better bet from where to pick the metaphors from. We can pick metaphors from our day-to-day life as well, our experiences as well. As long as the experience is a collective experience and everyone understands that particular experience in a particular way. Cooking can be a great idea that you can equate to many different things. and use metaphors based on cooking. So, what metaphors are you planning to use in your leadership journey? Let us know by commenting below. And if you like the content, if you like the concept that I've shared here, please do like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take care.